Hello and welcome to the online classes of computer science with Python. This is Renuka and today we are going to discuss about database management system, various terminology related to database management system, then Cartesian product, then SQL and its characteristics, processing capabilities of SQL, its data types, then how to use create table command with constraints, insert command, various operators in SQL and their usage, then select command with conditions and order by clause. So these are the various topics which we are going to discuss in this session. So starting very first with the terminology of database. Basically what a data is the raw facts and figures which are useful to an organization for this. They are known as data. So these are, because these are raw facts and figures, so we cannot make decision on the basis of these raw facts, so that is known as data. And then comes information. Information is basically the well processed data, the form of data which is processed, that is known as information. Now information can be used, we can take decisions on the basis of information. You can consider data as wood, that is the raw material, and after processing the wood it is converted to useful furniture, so that is information. So this is the difference between data and information. Now field, set of characters that represent specific data element, that is known as field. So suppose in a table, in one column we are representing only roll numbers, so that is a field, because all the values in this roll number column will be of set of characters or set of numbers, and it will be of specific type, integer type or character type, so that's why it is known as field. Record, collection of fields is known as records. So complete, suppose here it is name of student, so roll number and name of student, these collection of fields will make one record for one student. File, collection of similar types of records is called a file. Collection of many records will make one file. Then table, collection of rows and columns to store data or information is known as table. When we represent our data in the form of rows and columns, these are rows and these are columns. So when we represent our data in the form of rows and columns, that is known as table. The another name for table is relation also. Relation is another name of table. Then database. So after discussing these terms, we can summarize or we can conclude that database is collection of logically related data along with its description. So when the data is logically related in the form of rows and columns or tables or relations, so that data is known as database. So in a database there can be one or two or more than two tables which are interrelated to, which can be interrelated or not be interrelated to each other. Then tuple, a row in a relation, or we can say a record in a relation, is also named as tuple. And a column in a relation or a field in a table is also known as attribute. Now what is degree? The number of attributes in a relation. Number of attributes, suppose in a column we have roll number, name and address, so there are 3 columns or we can say 3 attributes, so in that case the degree of the table is 3. Cardinality means number of tuples, number of relations, number of tuples in a relation means number of rows in a relation is known as its cardinality. If in a table we are storing 6 records, in that case the cardinality of that table is 6. Then primary key. What is primary key, what is candidate key and what is alternate key? Suppose we are having a student table and we are having 2 columns there, registration number and roll number. This is registration number and roll number. Now we in each table we want one column to be as a primary key. So primary key uniquely identifies the record. This is the main task of primary key. It helps to uniquely identify the records. But what is the characteristic of primary key? A primary key should contain unique values. Always it will contain unique values and there will be no null value in it. Now from registration number and roll number we can say both can act as primary key. So both are candidate keys. So both are candidate keys. So set of attributes, or we can say attribute which can act as primary key in a relation. जो टेबल में प्राइमरी की तरह एक्ट कर सकते हैं वो दोनों क्या है, candidate key है. So the attributes which have the potential to become a primary key are known as candidate key. Okay, registration number and roll number can be a candidate key for if we are storing the data for one class, all the roll numbers will be different and all the registration numbers will be different. But now if we are storing the data of whole school, then the roll numbers can have duplicate copies. Then the roll number can have duplicate values. So in that case roll number is not more appropriate for primary key. In spite of that, registration number is more appropriate. So we'll select registration number as primary key and then roll number will become the alternate key. Okay, so alternate key is that candidate key which is not selected as primary की. तो जिसे आपने दो को आप प्राइमरी की बना सकते हो, दे आर नोन एज कैंडिडेट की. दोनों में से एक प्राइमरी की सिलेक्ट हो जाती है और जो दूसरी है विच वॉज हैविंग द पोटेंशियल टू बिकम अ प्राइमरी की, दैट कैंडिडेट की विल एक्ट एज alternate key. Then comes DBA, database administrator. It is a person which is responsible for defining the database scheme, then setting security features, ensuring proper working or functioning of database. So that person is known as database administrator. Mostly these person are very well aware of some database like Oracle, SQL, so that they can easily manage the database. Next comes the Cartesian product. Now if we are having two sets or two tables with column x, y, z, relation A and relation B is having u and v, then if we say Cartesian product, then how that product is possible? For first record of relation 1, that is x1, y1, z1, there will be a combination both for relation B. So x1, y1, z1, u1, v1. Then comes x1, this should come here only, x1, y1, z1 and u2, v2. Means first record, first it will combine with the first record of second table, then combine with the second record of second table. Then second record will again combine with the first record and again this will combine with the second record. So this is known as Cartesian product. So after Cartesian product, the number of columns are the sum of degrees and the number of rows are product of cardinality. Like it is having the first relation is having the dimension 2 rows and 3 columns, and here 2 rows and 2 columns. Now the result will be having columns will be added, that is they will become 5, and rows will be multiplied, that means they will become 4. So this can come in 1 mark question also, that what will be the resultant table or relation, what will be the cardinality and degree of रिजल्टेंट रिलेशन. तो आपके पास टेबल ए का कार्डिनलिटी डिग्री गिवन है, बी का गिवन है, एंड यू हैव टू फाइंड द कार्डिनलिटी एंड डिग्री ऑफ कार्टेशियन प्रोडक्ट ऑफ ए एंड बी. तो कार्डिनलिटी और डिग्री कैसे फाइंड करेंगे कार्टेशियन प्रोडक्ट में? सो आफ्टर कार्टेशियन प्रोडक्ट कॉलम्स जो है वो कॉलम्स सम ऑफ ए एंड बी, नंबर ऑफ कॉलम्स ए एंड बी, they will be added and rows will be multiplied. So without actual multiplying them, you can find the degree and cardinality of the result. Then comes structure query language. It is a non-procedural language and can be used to create, manipulate and process the database. So that is structured query language. Then characteristics, it is very easy to learn and use. Large volume of database can be handled, like huge number of table, around 6,000 or more than 6,000 tables can accommodate in one database. It is non-procedural, no procedures are required, only commands are to be given. And SQL can be linked to most of the high level languages like Java, like Python. We will learn in our further videos how to link database or SQL with the Python. Then processing capabilities of SQL. 3-4 types of capabilities of SQL are there. First is DDL, then DML, then DCL and TCL. So data definition language means in which we define the database. We create the database or we define the database. So the commands we can use here are create table, create view, create index and alter. We will discuss all these commands in detail in our further slides. DML is manipulation, where we can use where we can do the manipulation, where we can make the changes in the database. So for that we are using select, insert, delete and update. Then data control languages, this is for giving granting permission और revoking permission. आप permission दे भी सकते हो किसी यूज़र को और उससे permission वापस ले सकते हो ताकि वो आपका database use ना करे. So for that commands grant and revoke can be used. Transaction control language, this is not in your syllabus, but transaction includes command to control the transaction in a database. Mostly these commands are used for bank softwares, banking and online shopping softwares. So we are in this we are going to study in 12th about data definition and data manipulation in detail. Then comes the various data types in SQL, like number, character, varchar, date, long and raw. Number, you can store the integer number also and you can store the decimal number. If you are saying 3, like marks number 3, so marks can hold maximum of 999, this type of number. And if you are saying PCT number 5,2, 5,2 means maximum 5 digits, like this, maximum 5 digits and after decimal 2 digits. So 999 decimal 99, this can be the largest number which can be stored in PCT. So this is that number. Then char and varchar, both are used to store character type data. The range can vary, like here you can store maximum of 255, here you can store maximum of 2000. One more difference is there, like if you fix char 25 with name, in that case name will have 25 blocks with it. If you are storing data for 20 blocks, rest 5 will be attached with this. But in varchar, if you are storing 50 blocks with address and out of those 50 you are using 20, then rest 30 will be freed. So maximum time we will use varchar to save the memory because it is variable length. जितनी आपको ज़रूरत है उतनी यूज़ होगी और बाकी फ्री हो जाएगी. Then date, it is used to store date, date of birth, date of appointment. If you are using column name like this, then you can use date of birth data type. Then long, for long integers we can use long data type. Raw are used to store binary data like images, pictures, animations for them. So these are the various data types. Then come the create table command. The first command which we are going to discuss, that is create table. Table में values insert करने से पहले first we have to define the structure of table, and that we can do with the help of create table command. So this is the example for create table command. Create table and then table name. Syntax, this is syntax, and after that in brackets you can mention the column name, data type and its size. Again second column name, data type, size. third column name, data type, size. If given, then okay, if not required, then also okay. So likewise you can mention the column names and then close the brackets and put semicolon. So that is the simplest form of create table command. Now if you want to add some rules or conditions for these columns, you can make use of constraints. They are used to add some conditions on the columns or attributes. So for example, not null, unique, primary key, foreign key, check, default. Not null is basically, when we use not null, it will ensure that the column will not contain any null values. Unique, it will ensure that the column contains only unique values, no repetition of value should be there. Primary key, make the column primary key. So primary key, two properties are associated with primary key, that the column will contain unique values and it will not contain null values. Then foreign key we will discuss later with an example. Here we can discuss that this foreign key helps to combine two columns from two different tables. So that is foreign key. For example, in first table and second table, there are two tables. So first there is fee table and one is student table. So primary column of fee table takes its values from the primary column of student table. एक टेबल का प्राइमरी की अपनी वैल्यूज दूसरे टेबल के प्राइमरी की से लेता है. सो दिस इज फी and this is student table. So fee table's primary column, that is roll number, takes its values from the primary key of student table. So in that case this is known as foreign key. So foreign key means which takes its value from a primary key of different table. तो इस टेबल से लेता है फी अपनी प्राइमरी की वैल्यूज. सो इट कैन बी रिटन लाइक दिस: रोल नंबर, number 2 is data type, size, then foreign key. Here roll number is the foreign key which references to student table, and in student table roll number column. So this is how we can represent foreign key while creating a table. So fee टेबल का रोल नंबर कॉलम अपनी वैल्यूज कहाँ से लेता है? स्टूडेंट टेबल के रोल नंबर कॉलम से. सो दैट्स वाई दिस इज फॉरेन की. फी टेबल का रोल नंबर कॉलम क्या है? फॉरेन की है, एंड विच रेफरेंसेस द स्टूडेंट टेबल, एंड इन स्टूडेंट टेबल इट टेक्स वैल्यूज फ्रॉम द रोल नंबर कॉलम ऑफ स्टूडेंट टेबल. So that is known as foreign key. Check constraint. Sometimes we may require that value in some of the columns of our table which are within a certain limit or certain range. So for example, here we have written create table employee, then employee number 4, primary key, name is not null, then salary should be greater than 0. So in this case, if user want to enter the salary like 0, it won't accept. So that is the check constraint. It means it will limit the range of values. Then comes data manipulation. In data manipulation, select, insert, update and delete. So here we are going to discuss about select and insert. Update and delete we will discuss in our next video. So insert command is used to insert values in a table. So complete new record can be added in a table with the help of insert. So suppose we want to insert into student values, so these values can be mentioned like this. If it is integer value, write it is as it is. If it is varchar type value, then mention it in quotes. In this way we can insert a value, and the order of the values should be same as that of the order of columns. That is very much necessary. Order of values should be same as that of the order of columns. Then operators, many operators like plus, minus, multiply, divide, less than, equal to, then or, and, not we can use in MySQL queries. Then one next is the logical operators. Other operators after that we can use are range. For range we can use between. For list check we can use in, and for pattern check we can use like or not like. So we can discuss this with the help of examples. Suppose this is the table we are going to discuss: student table, roll number, name, class, marks and city. So before moving further, we can check that how to create a table. We'll open MySQL. Here we'll write MySQL command line prompt. So this is MySQL. You can give your password and then we can start it. So before starting we can use test. This is the default database, and here we can use create table. Suppose we are creating table employee, and then employee number, and it is of integer type and primary key, comma, employee name, and this is of varchar type. Varchar size we are taking 30. Then salary, integer type, and close and semicolon. So our table is created. Now we can insert values into employee, and values we can insert like in the same order: employee number, employee name, suppose ABC, and then salary is 9,000, and then bracket close, semicolon. So it is giving error. Why it is giving error? Because the values are not properly mentioned. The table name was not properly mentioned. It was EMPL, so the spelling was this, and we can check again. It is giving error that there is some error while defining this employee. Employee was EMPLYEE. So insert into, so the command is insert into employees, EMPLYEE. Insert into employee values, and values we were mentioning 12 comma ABC in quotes, and then 9,000. So in this way. And if you want to see the values, write select star from EMPLYEE. This is the table name, and you can see that one record has been added. In this manner you can create a table. Next is select command. Select means to retrieve some data from the table. You can use select. For example, here select asterisk from student where roll number less than 102. Asterisk means all the columns. So we can see this on our MySQL prompt. Here we can see this. You can see that we have a table named student here already created. Student, it is here. So here we can write the query select asterisk from student where roll underscore number is less than 102. SQL is not a case sensitive, so capital, small, any character you can use. So now it is showing out of table the roll numbers which are less than 102. Only those that record is displayed. So asterisk means all the columns in the table: roll number, name, class, marks and city. So likewise you can use select command with other combinations also. Select asterisk from table name, and there you can use here it is select roll number and name, only roll number, name, marks plus 20 marks. Every mark will be added with 20 will be added, and from student that will be displayed. So this also we can see. And here is MySQL, and 1 2 3 is our password, and use test. Test is the default database. I'm again and again telling you that before entering or creating table, you have to enter the test database. So select roll number, comma, name, comma, marks plus 20 from student. So every mark, previously it was having 400, it will become 420, then it was 390, it is now 410. So likewise every mark is added with 20, but the original table remains the same. If you see the original table, so that means it is the same, only it is displaying the changes, and it is showing only roll number, name and marks plus 20, whichever columns we told it to display. Next is eliminating duplicate rows. If you want to eliminate duplicate rows, for example, name column is having Rohan name twice, so you can write select distinct name from student. So the repeated names means if Rohan is 2 times, it will come only 1 time, then all the names will come 1 time if they are repeated. Then condition based on range. Suppose here where roll number between 100 and 103, so 100 is also included and 103 is also included. So roll number between roll numbers which are 100, 101, 102, 103, for them roll number and name will appear on the screen. Then condition based on list. If the city name is in Jammu, Amritsar and Gurdaspur, इनमें से अगर कोई भी city name है इस list में से, then the details of that student will be displayed. So list can be used with the help of in. Pattern can be used with the help of like. Suppose we want only match only multiple characters, then percent, single character, then underscore. So where roll number %3 means if roll number ends with 3, before 3 there can be any number of digits. If it end with 3, then it should be selected and record should be displayed. Now if the roll number is like 103 1-3 मीन्स इस डैश में कुछ भी हो सकता है, 0 हो सकता है, 1 हो सकता है, 2 हो सकता है. रोल नंबर स्टार्ट किससे होगा 1 से और एंड किससे होगा 3 से. सो अगर इस तरह का पैटर्न है तो उस स्टूडेंट का रिकॉर्ड, रोल नंबर, नेम और सिटी डिस्प्ले हो जाएगा. सो दिस इज हाउ कंडीशन बेस्ड ऑन pattern. Then order by clause is used to sort the data either in ascending order or descending order. We can see this. So here order by, we can say select star from student and order by marks. So marks, according to marks, the data is arranged in ascending order. If you want to arrange it in descending order, then you can write select stores asterisk from student and here order by marks, DESC, descending. So now marks are arranged according to descending order, and according to that other fields are also arranged. So this is how we can use order by. So thank you very much. We'll continue in the next video.